Hey, what's up, pool people? This is Matt with Atlantis Pool and Spa, and today I'm just doing another video log here. And I was actually given a question on my YouTube channel, and the question was, how does a single operator, someone who just runs his pool and spa business by himself, how does he ever take a vacation? How does he work that out so he's able to, have some time off with the family? There's actually a couple different ways you can do this, and I've done it a couple different ways. It's kind of dependent on a couple of things. Number one, it's dependent on your market, and two, it's dependent on the seasonality of the work that you do. Now, let me kind of explain what I mean by that. You have two different ways that you can operate your business. You can do your billing on a monthly basis, depending on whatever your market is, like up here in Idaho, it could be you're charging anywhere from $150 to $200 a month to clean someone's pool. You go once a week. California, I think the going rate when I was there, 10 years ago was, I think, $85, $95 a month, and you go once a week. So you can do monthly billing, and if you do monthly billing, the way that you get your vacations is you explain to the customer when you pick them up, and you got to kind of tell them this beforehand, or just explain it to them, as you're going along. Say, listen, there is 5 extra weeks. I bill on a 4-week cycle, so I only bill you once a month, but it's a 4-week billing cycle. So there's 5 weeks or 5 months out of the year that have a 5th week. So I'm not charging you extra for that 5th week, but because of that, I reserve the right to take a vacation twice a year, and then have 3 days that could be considered sick days. And that way you cover your sick days, and you also have your vacations. And you tell them, I'm not altering the billing at all. That's just the price. You're paying for a monthly service. And so what I did in California is I told all my customers that, listen, I'm only billing you for 4 weeks, so if there's a 5th week, I'm not charging you extra, but I am going to take a vacation, twice a year. And I take my vacation, let me move the camera over, my hand's starting to cramp up. I take my vacation over, let me see if I remember correctly, I did it Christmas break, between Christmas and New Year, and then I also took one at Easter. So those are two of the slow times, early spring and also winter. I took my vacations, and I would just bill my customers normally. There would be no disruption of their billing cycle or anything, and they just knew that twice a year their pool wasn't going to get cleaned. So I would just, come up their pools a little extra that month, and honestly, no one's going to be using their pool between Christmas and New Year anyway. So that's how I did it there. Now here in Idaho, I don't do monthly billing, I do weekly billing. Now, while I only still bill out once a month, I'm charging for each week individually. So what I do here is, again, I take a vacation, but I just don't bill them for that week. So, I lose the profit for that week, but, all the times that there is a 5th week, they're getting billed for that. So, I bill them for what I actually do, and they just know that twice a year I take a vacation, and they deal with that. They're pretty cool with that. I've only had one customer in 20 years that had a problem with me taking a vacation, and this was in Huntington Beach. And I told the lady that I'm going to be taking a vacation on this certain date, and she said, well, I'm the boss, and I'm the one that gets to tell you when you take your vacation and if you get to take your vacation. And she was dead serious. I thought, are you kidding? I became self-employed, so I wouldn't have to put up with crap like that. So I just explained to her very nicely, listen, I'm not negotiating this. This is something I actually explained to your husband when we started pool service. And then I explained to her that I'm no longer going to be taking care of her pool, because honestly, I don't want a customer like that, and I didn't need her, and we went our separate ways, and I was okay with it, because anyone that's gonna look at you like that, with very low value, it's not the kind of customer that you want. So those are the two ways that you can do it. Another way that you can do it is if you don't want to lose revenue, or if you don't want a disruption of service for a week, find someone out there that's a subcontractor, someone that you can trust, and have them do the pools for you. You still get, if you do a 40-60 split, they get 40, you get 60, you still make money, and your pools still get cleaned. So that's another way that you can do it as well. But those are pretty much the normal ways that people would take a vacation. So that was a good question. If you have any comments or questions, or if you have an idea that perhaps I haven't considered, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment field. I do read all my comments, so I'd be happy to interact with you on that. But anyway, God bless. Go clean some pools.